And there we have it. Today marks day 102 of searching, and yet still we've found no trace of him. This is getting ridiculous.
Agreed, but we can't give up yet. He's our brother.
Brother or not, he's been gone over 100 days. That's longer than anyone survives out here alone.
Paul's got a point. The odds aren't good at this stage.
I hate saying this, but maybe it's time to face reality. Kade is probably dead.
Don't say that. We just need to keep searching until we find something. That man knows the ocean better than anyone. He's out there somewhere. I know it.
Barton, I respect your loyalty, but we're burning through fuel and supplies, and my crew is getting restless. They signed up for fishing, not an endless manhunt.
Same here. We've covered thousands of square miles. If he was alive, then we would have surely found some trace by now.
Remember what he said before he left? About finding the location of that thing?
The Goliath Cobra God, or whatever he called it. It was a load of complete nonsense.
He was so obsessed with that mythical creature. It consumed his entire life.
Look, I know Kade had his issues, but he was still part of our fleet.
Was he, though? When's the last time he actually helped with a fishing run?
Probably months before he disappeared. Maybe even longer.
He was more interested in chasing legends than making money. We all talked about cutting him loose, remember?
That doesn't mean we abandon him when he needs us.
He abandoned us first. We had a good system going. 5 ships, 5 sectors, all coordinating our fishing methods. It was a constant stream of maximum efficiency.
And then Kade goes rogue. He stops following the plan and starts heading off on his own hunting expeditions.
And then every time we'd set up a profitable route, he'd veer off course in the hopes of chasing sonar readings and old sailor stories.
He believed in something bigger than just fish.
Yeah, something that doesn't exist. Sea monsters and ancient gods. It's all a load of pure fantasy.
The guy was losing it, Barton. You know it just as well as we do.
Remember that night he showed us all those drawings? Those sketches of this massive serpent creature?
And all those newspaper clippings, too. The ones that talked about ships that disappeared mysteriously. He claimed that they were all connected to this Goliath Cobra.
No kidding. He had them pinned up all over his cabin like some kind of conspiracy theorist.
Maybe he was onto something.
Oh, Barton, come on. You can't seriously believe in sea monsters?
I've seen things out here that can't be explained. The ocean is vast and mostly unexplored.
There's a difference between unexplored and mythical. Kade was chasing fairy tales.
And now he's paid the price for it. Look at this. I'm down to quarter tank. My crew is talking about mutiny if we don't head back soon.
How much longer can we realistically keep this up? We've got our own livelihoods to think about.
The fishing season is passing us by as well. Every day we're out here searching is money lost.
Money isn't everything.
Easy to say when you don't have a family to feed. My wife keeps calling asking when I'm coming home. What am I supposed to tell her?
That we're looking for someone who went chasing ghosts and probably got himself killed in the process.
Harsh but true. Kade made his choice. He chose his obsession over his crew, over his friends.
He was sick. You could see it in his eyes those last few weeks, the way he'd stare at the horizon for hours.
Not to mention all the talking to himself, constantly muttering about signs and omens.
And don't forget those maps he kept drawing. I remember him connecting a bunch of random coordinates together and then claiming that he'd found the pattern.
The pattern of what? Random ship disappearances from the last century?
What if he was right, though?
Then where is he, Barton? If you found this thing, why hasn't he contacted us?
Because it doesn't exist, and he's lying at the bottom of the ocean.
Or he probably ran out of fuel chasing phantom sonar readings.
Or maybe he found more than he bargained for. Maybe this Goliath Cobra is real, and maybe it got him.
Listen to yourself. You're starting to sound like Kade, man.
Next, you'll be drawing maps and collecting newspaper clippings.
Right. We need to make a decision. Do we continue this search or do we go home?
I vote we give it 3 more days. After that, we call it off.
3 days seems reasonable, but that's it. No more extensions.
Agreed. 3 more days and then we're done.
Fine, but we search every inch of water in those 3 days. No half measures.
Deal. But after that, we go back to normal operations, back to fishing, and back to making some decent money again.
Hold on, guys. I think I see something.
Is it debris?
Bro, it's probably just garbage.
No, wait. It's reflective. It looks like it's in some kind of plastic bag.
That could be important then. Someone put in a waterproof bag to keep it from getting damaged.
Don't get your hopes up. The ocean's full of plastic junk.
It's still worth checking out, though.
I'm maneuvering closer now.
Can you make out what it is yet?
Nah, it's still too far away. But it's definitely something metallic, and it's sealed in waterproof packaging.
That's promising. Most random debris wouldn't be waterproofed.
Unless someone specifically wanted to protect it.
Like Kade would do with important equipment.
Getting closer now.
You're right, it looks deliberately sealed.
That could be a camera, actually.
Whatever it is, someone went to great lengths to protect it. I'm deploying the recovery net now. Okay, guys. I've got it on deck. It's definitely a camera, and you're not going to believe this.
What is it? Can you tell what brand it is?
Yeah, and are there any engravings on it?
Please tell me it's not just some tourist's lost vacation camera.
Hold on, I'm checking the side for any markings. There's something carved into the metal here. Wait, holy crap.
What?
Barton, you're killing us here.
Spit it out, man.
KL! That must stand for Kade Lincoln. This is Kade's freaking camera.
No freaking way.
Are you serious right now?
After 102 days, we finally found something.
This is huge. This could tell us everything.
I can't believe it. After all this time searching, we actually found a piece of him.
Is the camera damaged at all? Does it look like it still works?
The waterproof casing did its job. It looks completely intact and there's no water damage that I can see.
Thank God Kade was always paranoid about protecting his equipment.
He was obsessive about documenting everything. If he found that creature, it would definitely be on this camera.
Or at least it'll show us his last known location, and that could give us a search area to focus on.
I need to get this back to shore immediately so I can download all the footage and get it to you guys.
Yes, absolutely. How long will it take you to get back?
I'll push the engines hard. Maybe 3 hours if the weather holds.
Got it. We'll stay out here and maintain our positions. That way, if the footage shows a specific location, we can respond quickly.
Good thinking. No point in all of us heading back just to turn around again.
Plus, we've got all our search grids memorized. If Kade was in any of these areas, we'll know exactly where to look.
I'm telling my crew to set course for Harbor Point now. Full speed ahead.
This is the first real hope we've had in months. I'm actually getting excited.
Don't get too excited yet. We still don't know what's on that camera. It could just be footage of empty ocean.
Or it could be the answers we've been searching for. Either way, at least we'll know something.
Even if it just shows his final moments, at least we'll have closure. We'll finally know what happened to our friend.
Yeah, closure would be nice. This not knowing has really been eating at me.
Same here. My wife keeps asking if we found anything, and I keep having to tell her no.
My helmsman is pushing us to maximum speed. We should make good time.
What kind of camera is it anyway?
It's one of those heavy-duty underwater cameras, the kind that marine biologists use.
Of course it is. Kade would have the best equipment money could buy.
He spent more on camera gear than most people spend on cars.
Well, it's about to pay off. If there's anything to find on here, this camera would have captured it.
How much storage does it have? Could it have been recording for days?
These things can store hours and hours of footage, especially if he was using it strategically.
And knowing Kade, he probably documented everything. Every meal, every thought, every move he made after getting lost.
God, I hope so. The more footage, the better. We need to see what he was thinking in those final days.
Or final hours, depending on when he lost the camera.
The fact that it was sealed and floating suggests he prepared it to be found, which also means that he knew that he might not make it back.
That's not a comforting thought.
But it means he was thinking clearly enough to preserve evidence. And that's very much like Kade.
Always the documenter.
Yeah, anyway, I'll message you guys once I'm at shore and the footage is ready.
We'll be here.
Good luck, Barton.
Talk soon. Okay guys, I'm back on shore, and I've got the camera hooked up and I've downloaded everything now.
Finally, how much footage is on there?
Please tell me there's something useful.
Yeah, we need answers after all this time.
There are 10 clips total, it looks like. Some are short, and some are longer. I haven't watched them yet, though. I wanted us all to see them together.
Stop building suspense and just send them then.
We've been waiting over 100 days for this.
Seriously, just upload them already.
All right, let's take a look.
What the hell is that thing?
That can't be real.
Is that the creature that Kade was meant to be hunting?
That's definitely Kade running.
But where is he? And what island is that?
And why is he running? Is he running from something?
I wouldn't be surprised after seeing that thing.
Okay, so he made it to shore somehow. But that doesn't look like any island that belongs to this region.
Yeah, the water is way too clear and blue, and those palm trees don't match our local vegetation.
So how the hell did he get from that monster attack to a tropical paradise?
Holy crap! It followed him to the island.
That thing is massive. Look at the size of it compared to the shoreline.
How is Kade still alive? That creature could have crushed him without even trying. So why did it let him wash ashore?
I guess this is home for now.
Damn. He built shelter, so he's been there for a while already then.
But why hasn't he tried to signal for help? Where's his radio equipment?
Maybe the creature destroyed his boat and all his communication gear.
It's hunting him.
Look at all that debris flying around. That thing must have incredible amounts of power.
Wait, is that the same beach from the earlier clips? The angle looks different, but the shoreline is identical.
You're right. It's like he's going in circles around the island.
Is that his boat? How did he get back to his boat?
And why does the island look different now? Before it was all sandy beaches. Now it's rocky.
This doesn't make sense.
He's trying to escape.
But we know how this ends. We found his camera floating in the ocean without him, meaning this probably doesn't lead to anything good.
No. It caught him again.
That thing is enormous.
How has nobody ever seen this thing before?
God damn it.
Guys, I think I know what's happening here. Look at the sequence. He gets attacked by the creature, wakes up on the beach, explores the island, tries to escape, gets attacked again, and then back to the beach.
You think he's stuck in some kind of loop?
Oh, come on now. Loops like that don't happen in real life.
Then explain the footage. Explain how he goes from being attacked to waking up on the same beach over and over.
She's right. The evidence is right there in front of our very eyes. Kade found that creature, and now he's trapped on an island which is clearly in its domain.
But he's still alive, right?
If Beth is right about the loop, then yeah, he could be living the same days over and over.
We need to find that island then, and we need to get him out of there.
But how do we find an island that might not even exist in normal space? Think about it. We've been searching these waters for months. Surely if there was a tropical island like that, we would have found it.
So what are you saying? That it's in some kind of alternate dimension?
I'm saying we don't know much right now.
Okay, but we have to start somewhere. Let's run long-range radar scans of every island in a 500-mile radius.
That's a good plan. Even if it's not showing up on normal scans, it might have some kind of signature in the long-range ones.
My ship has the most advanced radar array. I can start scanning the northern quadrants.
I'll take the eastern sectors.
The western sectors are mine.
I'll resupply and join you guys as soon as possible. We're going to find him.
And then what? How do we fight something like that?
We'll figure that out when we get there. First priority is locating the island.
Agreed.
Okay, everyone, I've finished my eastern sector scans, and I've found 12 islands total within range.
The northern quadrants are done too. I've got 8 confirmed land masses.
Western sector's complete. I found 6 islands, but most look too small to sustain someone for over 100 days.
I'm back at sea and heading back to my quadrant. So we're looking at around 26 possible locations then?
That's a lot of ground to cover.
But it's manageable if we work systematically.
We could visit each one and look for signs of life. That could range anywhere from smoke from campfires to maybe even spotting Kade himself.
Good plan. We start at dawn and work our way through the list. Here's what my long range is picking up too.
Wait, hold on. I think we're missing something important here.
How? We've got a solid search plan.
Yeah, but what happens when we find Kade? And more importantly, what happens when we sail up to that island?
We rescue him, obviously.
And the Cobra God just lets us? Did you forget what we saw in those clips? That thing destroyed his boat, trapped him on the island, and attacks him every time he tries to escape.
Crap. She's got a point.
We can't exactly just sail up and grab him. Not with that monster lurking in the waters around the island.
So what do you suggest?
We need a distraction, something to draw the creature away from the island.
I could do that. I could lure it away while one of you gets Kade.
That's insanely dangerous, Barton. You saw what that thing did to Kade's boat.
Yeah, you'd be signing your own death warrant.
Maybe. But Kade would do the same for any of us. Besides, I've got the fastest boat. I could outrun it.
Or you could end up trapped in the same loop as Kade, and then we'd have 2 people to rescue instead of 1.
Beth's right. We need backup for something like this.
Professional backup.
Actually, you know what? I think it's time we involve the Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard?
I know someone there. Arnold Henderson, he's a lieutenant commander. If anyone would take this seriously, it'd be him.
Do you think he'll believe us about the creature?
He'll have to once he sees the footage. Let me message him right now.
Good idea. We need official help with something this dangerous.
All right, reach out to him. But if the Coast Guard won't help, we go with the distraction plan.
Hey, Arnold. Hope you're doing well.
Beth! God, I haven't heard from you in months. How's life on the water treating you?
Actually, that's why I'm messaging you. I need your help with something urgent.
Oh, what's the situation?
One of our crew members has been missing for over 100 days, and we finally found evidence of where he might be.
That's a long time to be missing at sea. Do you have any coordinates that we can send out a search and rescue team to?
It's more complicated than that. He's being held on an island by some kind of sea creature. It's a massive serpent-like thing.
I'm sorry, what?
I know how it sounds, but we have video evidence. This thing is enormous and extremely dangerous.
Beth, a sea monster? Really?
I'm completely serious, Arnold. This creature attacked our friend's boat, and now he's trapped. We need Coast Guard assistance to mount a rescue operation.
Beth, you've been at sea for way too long. Sea madness is a real thing, you know. Maybe it's time for a vacation?
I'm not suffering from sea madness. We have 10 video clips showing this creature. It's real, Arnold, and it's keeping our friend prisoner.
So you're really telling me there's a giant sea serpent holding your friend hostage?
Yes, I can send you the footage right now.
Beth, I've been in the Coast Guard for 15 years. I've seen every kind of maritime emergency you can imagine. But sea monsters aren't real. They're sailors' tales, nothing more.
Then explain why I have footage. Explain how our friend survived 100+ days on an island that doesn't appear on any charts.
Hallucinations, doctored video, mass hysteria. There are a dozen rational explanations.
So you won't help us?
I'll help you find your missing friend, but I'm not sending ships out to hunt for Nessie's cousin. Give me real coordinates, and I'll dispatch a rescue team.
The coordinates won't matter if your team gets attacked by this thing.
Beth, listen to yourself. You're talking about sea monsters, like they're real.
Because this one is real.
Look, unless I see this creature with my own eyes, I'm not buying it. And even then, I'd probably assume I was having a stroke. Get some rest, Beth. The ocean does things to people's minds.
Arnold, please.
Have a good day, Beth. And seriously, consider taking some shore leave.
Well, that was a complete disaster.
I take it that he didn't believe you then?
He literally laughed at me. He called it sea madness and told me to take a vacation.
That's a typical Coast Guard response. They never take anything seriously unless it's in their manual.
So we're on our own then?
Looks that way. Arnold won't send help unless he sees the creature himself.
Which means by the time he believes us, it'll be too late.
So we go back to the original plan?
The distraction plan, yeah. I'll draw the creature away while someone else gets Kade.
I hate this plan, but it seems like our only option. The Coast Guard won't help without proof, and we can't get proof without risking our lives.
At least we have the element of surprise. This thing doesn't know we're coming.
True. But it also means we don't know what we're walking into.
Dawn is in 6 hours. We should get some rest and start the search at first light.
Agreed. We'll need all our energy for tomorrow.
Let's hope we find him quickly.
And let's hope Barton's plan actually works.
Mayday. Mayday, Mayday. My ship is going down. I repeat, my ship is sinking.
What? Paul, what happened?
Are you serious right now?
I hit something in the water. There's a massive hole in the hull. Water is pouring in faster than the pumps can handle.
Where are you? Send us your coordinates now.
We're coming to get you!
That's the problem. My GPS is completely screwed up. The numbers keep jumping around like crazy.
That doesn't make any sense. GPS doesn't just malfunction like that.
I know, but that's what's happening.
Paul, describe what you see around you.
That's the weird part. When I first got into this area, it was completely clear, and the water was dead calm. Then all of a sudden, I get thrown into a huge storm. And there's something else. I can't see the shore anymore, not even a hint of the coastline. It's like we're in the middle of a completely different ocean.
But how? You were only a few miles offshore this morning.
I'm telling you what I'm seeing.
Paul, you need to get your crew into the lifeboats immediately.
Already done. They're launching them now. But guys, I think I know what's happening here. Think about it. We've been searching for days and haven't found any tropical islands whatsoever. And Kade's footage showed him on an island that doesn't exist on any charts. And now my GPS is going crazy and I can't see land anymore.
So what are you suggesting?
What if that Cobra God doesn't just trap people on islands? What if it can pull entire areas of the ocean into some kind of pocket dimension?
That sounds insane, Paul.
Does it, though? It would explain why we can't find Kade's island, and also why his footage showed places that shouldn't exist.
Exactly. I think I'm being pulled into the same space where Kade is trapped. That's why my GPS is freaking out. The coordinates don't make sense because I'm not in normal space anymore.
If that's true, then you're heading straight for that creature.
And we might lose you just like we lost Kade.
Maybe, but this could also be our chance. If I end up in the same dimension as Kade, I can find him.
And then what? You'll both be trapped.
Not necessarily. I still have my emergency beacon. We just have to hope the signal can cross through dimensions.
That's a hell of a gamble, Paul.
And you're risking your life and your entire crew's lives.
My crew is already in the lifeboats. They can try to make it back to normal waters, but I'm staying with the ship as long as possible.
Paul, you can't do this alone.
I have to. If I'm right about the pocket dimension, then I'm the best chance Kade has. I can find the island, locate him, and then activate the beacon. You guys can use the signal to find the dimensional rift.
And if you're wrong?
Then I'm probably going to die, but Kade would do the same for any of us.
Paul, this will kill you. We should all stick together.
There's no time for that. The ship is listing heavily to port. I need to get to the lifeboat now.
Promise me you'll activate that beacon the second you find anything.
I promise. And guys, if this works, be ready to move fast.
We'll be ready. Just stay alive, Paul.
Find Kade and get that beacon activated.
And for God's sake, stay away from that creature.
I'll do my best. Getting in the lifeboat now. If you don't hear from me in the next few hours, assume I made it through.
Roger that.
Good luck, brother.
Bring our boy home, Paul. Day 3, and still no signal from Paul.
I've been checking my emergency frequencies every hour, and nothing's come up.
Same here. It's been radio silence all across the board.
I finished checking the last 3 islands on my list yesterday. No sign of Kade on any of them.
My sector is clean, too. Every single island I've visited has been completely uninhabited.
Which means Paul was right about the pocket dimension. Kade isn't in our reality anymore.
And now neither is Paul.
Along with Paul's entire crew. Those poor bastards got pulled into something they never signed up for.
At least they got to the lifeboats. Maybe they made it back to normal waters.
Or maybe they're all dead. We don't know anything for sure.
God, this whole situation is messed up. 2 of our friends gone, and we're out here playing with forces we don't understand.
We can't give up, though. Not when Paul is risking everything to find Kade.
But what if his beacon doesn't work through dimensions? What if we never hear from him again?
Then we'll have lost 3 friends instead of 1.
Don't think like that. Paul knew what he was doing. That emergency beacon is military grade. If anyone can get a signal through, it's him.
Assuming he's still alive?
And assuming he found Kade, and assuming that creature hasn't killed them both.
A lot of assumptions, yeah, but we have to have faith.
Faith doesn't bring people back from pocket dimensions, Barton. We need a miracle at this point.
Hold on.
What?
Barton, what's going on?
My emergency beacon detector is going off. I'm getting a signal.
No way.
Are you serious right now?
Paul did it. The signal is coming from about 2.5 miles north of my position.
Oh my God, he actually made it through.
And if he's signaling, that means he found something. Maybe he found Kade.
I'm heading towards the signal now.
Wait, Barton, if you go there, you might get pulled into the same dimension. And then we'll lose you too.
That's exactly what I'm hoping for.
What?
Someone needs to go after them. And if that dimension is where the Cobra God lives, then that's where I need to be.
That's dangerous, Barton.
Maybe, but I've been preparing for this. I built harpoon cannons yesterday. If I can get close enough to that creature, maybe I can kill it. And if I kill it, maybe that breaks whatever hold it has on that dimension.
And maybe it just makes you its next victim.
Barton, please think about this. We could lose all 4 of you.
Or I could save all 3 of them. Paul risked everything to find Kade. Now it's my turn.
At least let us come with you. We're stronger together.
No, if this goes wrong, I need you 2 to stay in normal reality. You're the only ones who can get help if this fails.
What kind of help? The Coast Guard already thinks we're crazy.
Then find someone who doesn't. Military, Navy, whoever, but don't let our friends disappear forever.
Barton.
I'm doing this, guys. My mind is made up. I'm pushing full speed toward Paul's signal.
Then at least stay in contact as long as possible. Text us everything you see.
Yeah, and the second you spot that creature, you run. Don't try to be a hero if the harpoons don't work.
I'll do what needs to be done for Kade and Paul.
Good luck, Barton. Bring them home.
All 3 of you better come back alive.
I'll text you when I get close to the signal. Wish me luck. I'm approaching the beacon signal location now. And guys, there's a buoy just sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. I've never seen it on any charts before.
A buoy? That's it?
So far, yeah. But there's something else. The closer I get to it, the darker the sky becomes.
Oh.
It's not. Hold on. I'm gonna test something.
Test what?
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Barton?
What's he testing?
I have no idea, but I don't like the sound of it.
None of this sounds good. A mysterious buoy and darkening skies?
It's like something out of a horror movie.
Yeah, and we know how those usually end.
Okay, I'm back, and you're not going to believe this.
What did you find?
I turned my ship away from the buoy and headed back toward normal waters, and the sky started clearing up again. But the moment I turned back toward the buoy, the darkness came back.
So the buoy is connected to the weather somehow?
Or it's the entrance to the pocket dimension.
That's exactly what I think. This buoy is like a gateway. The closer you get, the more you're pulled into that creature's domain.
Which means Paul's signal is coming from inside the dimension.
And if you cross that threshold...
I'll be in the same space as Kade and Paul, and that Cobra God.
Barton, please be careful. We've already lost 2 people to this thing.
I know, but this might be our only chance. If I can get close enough to kill that creature, maybe I can free everyone.
And if you can't kill it?
Then you two will have to find another way. But I'm not leaving our friends in there.
What's your plan exactly?
I'm going to drive straight at the buoy, full speed ahead. My crew is manning the harpoon cannons. The second that Cobra God shows itself, we're going to hit it with everything we've got.
Those harpoons better be big enough. That thing looked massive in Kade's footage.
They're military grade, designed for taking down whales. If anything can pierce that creature's hide, it's these.
And if the harpoons don't work?
Then I'll ram it with the ship, whatever it takes.
That's a death mission, Barton.
Maybe. But Kade and Paul are counting on us. I'm not going to let them down.
Just promise me you'll be smart about this. Don't throw your life away if there's another option.
I promise I'll try to survive. But if it comes down to my life versus saving them, the choice is easy.
God, I hate this. I should be there with you.
We both should.
No. You shouldn't. If this goes wrong, someone needs to know what happened. Someone needs to tell our families, and maybe someone needs to warn other sailors about this creature.
Don't talk like that. You're gonna kill that thing and rescue our friends, and then we're all going home.
That's the plan. My crew is ready. Harpoons are loaded and aimed.
Good luck, brother. Make that bastard pay for what it did to our friends.
And the second you kill it, we'll be there. We'll help with the rescue.
Understood. I'm approaching the buoy now. Here goes nothing.
Bring them home, Barton.
All of you come back alive.
I'm alive, but barely.
Barton, thank God we thought we lost you too.
What happened? Your ship's signal went dark for over an hour.
The ship is gone. Everyone else is dead.
Gone?
I mean, the Cobra God destroyed it. The bastard dragged it straight to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh my God. And your entire crew?
Yep, everyone except me. I was the only one on deck when it happened.
How did you survive?
I jumped into the lifeboat at the last second, and as I looked back, I watched my ship get pulled under. And with it, all my friends disappeared beneath the waves.
Jesus Christ, Barton. I'm so sorry.
The harpoons didn't work. We hit it multiple times, but instead of killing it, the creature used the harpoon cables to drag us down. It was like it knew exactly what we were trying to do.
That thing is smarter than we thought.
Way smarter. But I've been sitting here thinking, and I have a new theory.
What kind of theory?
The buoy. I think the Cobra God is tethered to it somehow, like it's anchored to our reality through that buoy.
What makes you think that?
The creature never strayed far from it. Even when it was attacking my ship, it kept circling back to the buoy, like it couldn't leave the area.
So you think destroying the buoy would kill it?
Or at least break its connection to this dimension, which might collapse the pocket dimension and free Kade and Paul.
That's a hell of a gamble, though.
It's the only idea I have left, and I'm running out of options here.
What do you mean running out of options?
I mean, this lifeboat isn't going to last forever, and that creature knows I'm here. It's just a matter of time before it comes back for me.
Then get out of there. Start the motor and head back to normal waters.
I can't do that. Not while Kade and Paul are still trapped. Not after losing my entire crew to this thing.
Barton, you need to think clearly here. Don't do anything stupid.
Stupid would be running away and leaving our friends to die. I've got a plan.
What plan?
This lifeboat runs on fuel, and I've got my lighter with me. I'm going to drive straight into that buoy and detonate the fuel tank.
No.
There has to be another way.
There isn't. Don't you understand? This thing has taken everything from us. Kade, Paul, my entire crew. I'm not going to let it win.
But if you die, then what was the point of any of this?
The point is saving the people we can still save. If destroying that buoy frees Kade and Paul, then my life is worth it.
You don't know if it will work. You could be throwing your life away for nothing.
Then at least I'll die fighting. At least I'll die trying to save my friends, instead of running away like a coward.
You're not a coward, Barton. You're the bravest person I know. But this isn't bravery, it's desperation.
Maybe it's both, but I've made up my mind. I'm going to ram that buoy and light up the fuel.
Barton, please, just think about this for one more minute. There might be another solution.
Like what? We've tried everything else. The Coast Guard won't help. Direct attacks don't work. This is our last shot.
What if we called in the military? Or the Navy?
With what evidence? Kade's footage and our word? They'll think we're crazy just like Arnold did.
But if we could convince them...
There's no time. I can see movement in the water. That thing is coming back.
Get out of there then.
Start the motor and run.
No, this ends now. I'm not running anymore. I'm tired of watching this creature destroy our lives.
Barton, don't do this.
Please, just come back to us. We can figure out another plan.
There is no other plan, and even if there was, I wouldn't make it back alive. That thing is moving fast. Really fast.
Then at least tell us you love us before you do this stupid thing.
Look, if this works, if Kade and Paul make it out alive, tell them I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
Sorry it took so long. Sorry we couldn't save them sooner. And sorry for what I'm about to do.
Barton.
I'm starting the motor now. Full throttle toward the buoy.
No, wait.
The creature is surfacing.
Barton, please.
It's massive. Even bigger than I thought. But the buoy is right there. And it's just a few hundred yards away.
Don't do this. We need you.
You don't need me. You need Kade and Paul back. And this is the only way.
Please don't leave us.
Take care of each other. And if this works, take care of Kade and Paul too. They're going to need time to heal from whatever they've they've been through. Tell them we never stopped looking.
We will, but you tell them yourself when you survive this.
I'm not going to survive this, Will. But maybe they will, and maybe that's enough.
Will, are you getting any readings on your instruments?
Nothing yet. I'm still about 20 minutes out from Paul's last known coordinates.
I'm closer, maybe 10 minutes away, but I'm not seeing anything unusual on the horizon.
Do you think Barton's plan worked?
I don't know. We haven't heard from him since he went silent, and that was over 2 hours ago.
God, I hope he made it out somehow. I can't lose another friend today.
If anyone could survive something like that, it would be Barton. He's the toughest sailor I know.
If he really rammed that buoy like he planned?
Don't say that. We don't know anything for certain yet.
You're right. Let's just focus on finding survivors. That's what Barton would want.
Agreed. I'm pushing my engines to maximum speed. The sooner we get there, the better.
Same here. My radar is scanning constantly. If there's anything out there, I'll spot it.
Wait, Will, I think I see something.
What is it?
There's smoke rising in the distance. A lot of smoke.
Smoke could mean survivors, or it could mean wreckage.
Only one way to find out. I'm heading straight for it.
Be careful, Beth. We don't know if that creature is still out there.
If Barton succeeded, then it should be dead. And if he didn't, well, we'll deal with that when we get there.
I'm still 15 minutes behind you. Keep me updated on what you see.
Will do. The smoke is getting thicker as I get closer. It definitely looks like something big exploded.
That could be Barton's lifeboat. If he really detonated the fuel tank.
Then he might have taken that buoy with him. And maybe the creature too. Oh my God.
What? Beth, what do you see?
Will, you need to contact the Coast Guard immediately.
Why? What's happening?
There's debris everywhere. Ships, boats, pieces of metal. It's like a graveyard of vessels out here.
Jesus. How many ships?
Dozens, maybe hundreds. This must be every ship that creature ever pulled into its dimension.
All those poor souls.
But Will, there's something else. Something amazing.
What?
I can see people, living people waving at me from what looks like a beach.
Are you serious?
I'm getting my binoculars out now. Hold on.
Beth, please tell me it's them. Please tell me Kade and Paul are alive.
It's them. It's really them. I can see Kade standing on the shore, and Paul is right next to him.
No way! They're actually alive?
And there are other people with them. It looks like Paul's entire crew made it. They're all waving frantically at me.
Barton did it? He actually did it. He saved them.
They look healthy, a little tired but healthy, and very excited to see rescue coming.
I'm calling the Coast Guard right now. They need to send multiple rescue boats and medical teams.
Yes, do that immediately. There's going to be a lot of survivors to pick up, and probably some bodies too.
On it. Arnold is going to eat his words when he sees this.
Let him. Right now, I just want to get our friends out of the water. I'm moving closer to the beach.
Be careful approaching. We don't know if the area is stable yet.
The water seems calm. No sign of any creatures or dimensional weirdness. I think Barton really did destroy whatever was keeping this place hidden.
Good. That means we can get everyone home safely.
I'm close enough to shout to them now. Kade is jumping up and down like a maniac. Paul is pointing at something behind me.
Behind you?
Oh, it's pieces of Barton's lifeboat. He really did it. He sacrificed himself to save them.
Damn it, Barton. You crazy brave bastard.
I'm going to pull up to the beach now. Kade and Paul are running toward the water. They look like they have a lot to tell us.
I bet they do. Over 100 days in that place. I can't imagine what they went through.
We'll have plenty of time to hear their stories. Right now, I just want to get them on my boat and then get everyone back to safety.
The Coast Guard is dispatching 3 rescue boats and a medical helicopter. ETA is about 40 minutes.
Perfect. That should be enough time for me to start loading people up and to pay our respects to Barton.
He's a hero, Beth. He saved all of them.
I know, and we're going to make sure everyone knows it.
Damn right we are.
Kade just reached my boat. He's crying. I think he knows what Barton did.
Get him aboard. Get all of them aboard. And let's bring our family home.
Hey everyone, how are you all holding up?
Better than I was a week ago, that's for sure.
Same here. Still can't believe we're actually back.
It's good to have you guys back in the chat. Feels like forever since we were all here together.
Well, not all of us.
I know, Barton should be here with us. If it wasn't for him, Paul and I would still be trapped in that nightmare.
He saved all of us. My entire crew owes their lives to him.
He was the bravest person I've ever known, right up until the end.
I still can't believe he actually did it. Rammed that buoy and detonated his lifeboat.
I felt it when the dimension collapsed. One moment I was stuck in that endless loop on the island. The next reality just shifted.
Same experience here. It was like waking up from a dream. Suddenly the island was real and permanent, and that creature was gone forever.
The doctors say you've both recovered remarkably well, considering what you went through.
Physically, yeah, but mentally, I don't think I'll ever be the same.
Those 100+ days felt like years in that place. Time moved differently there.
I can't even imagine living the same day over and over again.
The worst part wasn't the creature. It was the hope. Every day I'd wake up thinking I could escape. Every day I'd fail. And then wake up to try again.
But you never gave up. That's what matters.
We all talked about it in the hospital, about how close we came to just accepting our fate. But knowing you guys were out there looking for us, that's what kept us going.
Speaking of which, I owe all of you the biggest apology of my life.
Kade, don't.
No, let me say this. This whole disaster is my fault. I was so obsessed with that creature, so convinced I could hunt it down and prove it existed. I dragged everyone into my madness.
You didn't drag us into anything. We chose to help. That's what family does.
And you were right about the creature. It did exist. You weren't crazy.
But I was reckless, and because of my recklessness, Barton is dead, along with his entire crew.
That's not your fault. That creature killed them, not you.
I led them to it, though. If I had just listened to you all and focused on fishing instead of chasing legends,
Then that thing would still be out there, still pulling ships into its dimension, still killing innocent sailors.
Will's right. By finding it, you helped destroy it. That creature can never hurt anyone else now.
I guess, but I still can't forgive myself.
Then honor Barton's sacrifice. Live the life he died to give you.
That's exactly what I plan to do, and that life will be far away from the ocean.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm done with the sea. Completely done. Those 100 days taught me something. The ocean is vast and full of unknowns, and some unknowns are better left undiscovered.
I feel the same way. My crew and I have been talking. We're all considering career changes.
Really?
After what we experienced, the idea of going back out there terrifies us. What if there are other creatures? Other dimensions?
You guys can't let fear control your lives, though.
It's not fear, Will. It's wisdom. I spent years obsessing over sea monsters, and when I finally found one, it nearly destroyed everything I cared about. The ocean is beautiful, but it's also dangerous in ways we can't comprehend.
So what will you do instead?
I'm thinking about opening a small restaurant on the coast. Somewhere I can see the ocean but not be on it. Maybe serve the fish that other people catch.
That sounds peaceful. I might look into commercial fishing from shore, or maybe just get a job at the harbor.
I understand your reasoning, but I think I'll stay on the water. Someone needs to keep the fishing business going.
Same here, but maybe we stick to coastal waters from now on. No more deep sea expeditions.
Agreed. We've seen enough of the deep ocean to last a lifetime.
What about the Coast Guard? Did Arnold ever apologize for not believing you guys?
He did, actually. After seeing all the rescued survivors and ship debris, he admitted he was wrong to dismiss our claims.
Good. Maybe next time someone reports something impossible, they'll take it seriously.
Speaking of taking things seriously, we need to plan Barton's funeral.
I've been thinking about that too. He deserves a proper send-off.
The biggest funeral this town has ever seen. He's a hero. He saved dozens of lives.
My crew wants to help organize it. They all know what Barton did for them.
We'll make sure everyone knows his story, about how he sacrificed himself to save his friends.
And how he destroyed a monster that had been terrorizing these waters for who knows how long. He would have made some joke about us getting sentimental.
And then he would have gotten sentimental himself.
I miss him already.
We all do, but he's not really gone. Every time someone sails these waters safely because that creature is dead, that's Barton's legacy continuing.
I guess we'll see him later, eh?
Yeah, we'll all join him eventually. Let's just hope he's left some of the afterlife for us.